divert attention from the unresolved status of Jammu and Kashmir and its own abysmal record in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. We also reject any insinuation of the false equivalence between the situation in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and matters relating to Azad Jammu and Kashmir. Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir is an illegally annexed, internationally recognized disputed territory whose people have suffered systemic abuses under draconian laws and have been denied their rights, including the right to self-determination as affirmed by the relevant UN Security Council resolutions and as promised by the Indian founding fathers to the Kashmiri people. Situation in Azad Jammu and Kashmir, on the contrary, we are addressing issues arising within a democratic and constitutional framework. Any attempt to conflate the two is misleading and does not withstand objective scrutiny. If India sincerely believes that the wishes of the Kashmiri people on both sides of the line of control should prevail and their human rights should be upheld, it must uphold their right to self-determination and agree to holding a free and impartial plebiscite under UN auspices in accordance with the relevant resolutions of the UN Security Council. Pakistan will continue to support the human rights of Kashmiris, including their inalienable right to self-determination of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and we'll also support the peaceful resolution of this 8 decades-old disputes in accordance with international law, the relevant UN Security Council resolutions, and the wishes of and aspirations of the Kashmiri people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, spokesperson. Sticking to India, we've seen that the latest CIPRI yearbook has suggested that India might have altered its traditional nuclear posture by reportedly deploying around 12 nuclear warheads during peacetime, alongside indications of missile systems and a more operationally ready nuclear force. Does Pakistan view this as a destabilizing development for strategic stability in South Asia? Your comments on this? Thank you.
Yes, you are quoting from the report of CIPRI, Stockholm International Peace and Research Institute. We have seen the CIPRI report and their assessment regarding developments and deployments of nuclear capabilities of India, including the reported deployment of nuclear warheads. While we do not wish to endorse or lend credence to CIPRI's methodology, its findings nevertheless are not surprising. Pakistan is not surprised by these developments. These findings of CIPRI broadly corroborate concerns that Pakistan has consistently been raising regarding India's continued vertical proliferation. We also believe that open source estimates such as CIPRI may not fully reflect the actual scale of India's nuclear arsenal, which may actually be higher than the existing estimates. Let me just add that not just the nuclear warheads, Pakistan is also cognizant of developments in India's strategic capabilities, including canisterization of the missile systems, the expansion of sea-based nuclear-capable submarines, and the pursuit of increasingly longer range of intercontinental ballistic missile systems that go far beyond the India's periphery, neighborhood, or its legitimate defense needs. These developments enhance operational readiness, complicate crisis stability, and carry implications that extend beyond South Asia with grave consequences for international peace and security. Pakistan does not seek an arms race. We are not interested in arms race and matching warheads or arms and ammunitions by number. However, we remain mindful of the evolving security environment. We will continue to take measures essential for preserving strategic stability and deter any possible India's aggression. Pakistan urges the international community to closely monitor developments and deployments of India's nuclear arsenal that may affect strategic stability in South Asia and undermine peace and security at the regional and global levels. In this regard, the international community, particularly the suppliers of high technologies to India, should understand the implication of advanced technologies and emerging capabilities being incorporated into India's strategic posture with its grave international consequences, as I mentioned, by the development of intercontinental ballistic missiles that threaten far beyond South Asia into the wider world. Thank you.
Sir, thank you. So late Tuesday, India's Minister for Water, C.R. Patel, told India's news agency ANI that it is certain not a single drop of water will go to Pakistan in coming years, and India actively working on it after directives of PM Modi, quote unquote. So what is your response on this?
Yes, we have seen this statement attributed to the Indian Water Resource Minister regarding the future flow of water to Pakistan. And as I said, as I've said previously, any attempt to block or substantially curtail water that is vital to livelihood, agriculture and well-being of more than 250 million Pakistani would be a deeply irresponsible act and contrary to established international obligations concerning transboundary rivers and indeed India's own bilateral agreement with Pakistan. Pakistan firmly rejects any notion that water can be treated as a political tool or instrument of coercion or a weapon. Such actions would threaten not just regional peace and security of South Asia and beyond, and the responsibility of such threat to international peace and security would fall squarely on India's shoulder. Pakistan's rights and interests in respect of its water resources are non-negotiable. We will vigorously defend those rights through all available diplomatic, legal, political, economic and other measures consistent with international law and the UN Charter. Any deliberate attempt to block water essential to Pakistan's survival and development would constitute an extremely grave act with far-reaching consequences. As stated by at the top leadership level by Pakistan, any such act would be treated with utmost seriousness and could possibly amount an act of war. Under Article 51 of the UN Charter, every state retains the inherent right to self-defense. Pakistan will take all necessary measures to safeguard its economy and its vital national interest and lives of its 250 million people. We call upon India to act responsibly, honor its international commitment, and refrain from statements and actions that could further escalate tensions in the region. Pakistan remains committed to safeguarding its interests, as I said, and we will closely monitor developments on the ground in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and elsewhere from where these water resources emerge. Thank you.